Have you ever heard that we only use 10% of our brains? It sounds plausible, right? Like maybe we could unlock some hidden potential if we just knew how to tap into all that extra brain power. These so-called facts get passed around like a hot potato, but have you ever stopped to question them? The truth is, a lot of what we think we know is actually based on myths and misconceptions. So, in this video, we're putting on our Mythbusters hats and diving deep into some of the most viral myths out there. We're talking about the ones you've probably heard a million times, and we're going to break down the science, the history, and the plain old truth behind them. Let's get bustin'. This myth has been around for ages, right? It's a tantalizing idea that somewhere inside us there's this untapped well of brain power just waiting to be unleashed. But here's the thing, folks, it's just not true. Brain scans, EEGs, PET scans, you name it. They all show that we use pretty much every part of our brain, even when we're just lounging around watching TV. Think of your brain like a giant workshop. You've got different areas specializing in different tasks, but they're all connected and working together, even if it's behind the scenes. So, while you might not be bending spoons with your mind anytime soon, take comfort in knowing your brain is already a high-performance machine, firing on all cylinders. Okay, this one always makes me laugh a little. Who hasn't cracked their knuckles at least once and been told it'll give them arthritis? I know I have, but guess what? It's just not true. That popping sound that makes everyone cringe, it's not your bones grinding together or anything destructive. It's actually gas bubbles collapsing in the synovial fluid. That's the stuff that lubricates your joints. When you stretch or bend your fingers, you change the pressure in the joint, and those gas bubbles form and burst. It's totally harmless. Now, I'm not saying you should go around cracking your knuckles like a symphony orchestra, but if you're worried about arthritis, rest assured your knuckles are safe from this particular myth. Chapter 3. The Great Wall from Space, an orbital illusion. This one's a classic and it sounds so impressive, right? The Great Wall of China, this massive feat of engineering visible from space. It's practically become a piece of common knowledge. But as much as it pains me to say it, this one's just not true. Astronauts have confirmed that while you can see plenty of things from space city lights, huge airports, even the occasional pyramid, the Great Wall is pretty darn hard to spot with the naked eye. It's long, sure, but it's also surprisingly narrow and blends in with the surrounding landscape. So while it's still an incredible feat of human ingenuity, let's keep it grounded in reality, shall we? Chapter 4. Sugar rush, more hype than reality. Oh, the dreaded sugar rush. Parents everywhere know this one well. One minute your kid's an angel, happily playing with their toys, the next they're bouncing off the walls after a couple of cookies. But hold on. Science says sugar doesn't cause hyperactivity. Studies show parents notice behavior more after sugary treats. So next time, don't blame the cake. Chapter 5. Shaving secrets. Does it really make hair thicker? This myth is particularly persistent, isn't it? I remember being a teenager, terrified that shaving would make my beard grow back thicker. But let's break it down. Shaving doesn't change the thickness, color, or growth rate of your hair. You're only cutting the hair at the surface. The follicle, which determines growth, is unaffected. Shaving creates a blunt end. As hair grows, the blunt end feels stubbly, but it's an illusion. If shaving made hair thicker, we'd all have fur coats by now. Why do myths spread like wildfire? They often seem logical or plausible. Repeated so many times, they become ingrained as fact. In the internet age, misinformation spreads fast. Be critical thinkers. Do your research, ask questions, and bust myths yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more myth-busting adventures. See you in the next video.